So what do you do if you've got an auction coming up and they've got no buyers? I've got to let you know, you've got three options, not two. A lot of people think the only option is you either go ahead or you call it off. Had a friend of mine recently in the inner west, property going to auction, has 0 buyers. Just before the auction, a few days beforehand, says to me, do I go ahead or not? I turn around and I actually asked him a few questions, so let me just go through what we actually did. Option number 1 is to call the auction off. That is a high-risk strategy for some properties. If it's land value, a duplex site, or something that needs a lot of renovating, and it's not about the house, but it's about the position and the land, the risk of calling the auction off is you miss out on that random buyer that rocks up on a Saturday, and I've got to tell you, that happens regularly. Option number 2 is that you do go ahead and there's no buyers there, right? And the problem is that you might have the whole street there looking and it looks like an absolute fizzer. So I think that there are merits and times when there is no buyers at all on a property and it's not the kind of property that's going to get random buyers showing up. I suggest in those times that you can cancel the auction. And in some ways, the auction itself has been a bit of vendor education. And then the third option, which is an option that I suggested, and it ended up being successful going down that path, was that what you do is you extend the campaign by a couple of weeks, and at the same time, you realign the price by probably around 5%. You get buyers excited. You get a new group of buyer coming in because, as you know, I've said it before, when you adjust the price, magical buyers appear. There is a correlation between volume and price. And that's what this person did. Delayed the campaign by 2 weeks because you need that. By the time it gets filtered onto the portals, by the time people see it, by the time they came in, you need a couple of weeks. Did it 2 weeks, created interest, created competitive bidding, created engagement, and guess what? Ended up selling it at just under $6 million. As they say, ladies and gentlemen, price fixes most things.